Question: what is role-playing? With the question and the quote that I put at the start of the video. Tell me something, folks. What is it with Hollywood these days? Why they keep wanting to take games and turn it into live action? Yes, there are some TV shows or movies come from video games did good, like Sonic, but there are some that didn't do well, and it's an embarrassment. And I don't know if it's true, because some people say that Hollywood doesn't have any ideas. And now Baldur's Gate 3, or in this case Baldur's Gate, is next.
Let's go blow up some flames. Roll out.
I'm not certain if Craig Mazin is gay or anything, but that's up for debate for you guys. My main concern is this one. To all my viewers, have any of you played Baldur's Gate? If so, what was your experience? Say in the comments, because they say this thing is a continuation of Baldur's Gate 3, which I'll leave that to you guys to say your opinion in the comments. Now, they say that the TV series will take place following the events of Baldur's Gate 3, although it is unclear exactly how this will happen given the video game has multiple endings. Correct. There is reportedly 7,000 different endings, and there are between 10 to 17 major endings. It is unclear. Mazin told Deadline, "I've nearly 1,000 hours into the incredible world of Baldur's Gate 3. It is a dream come true to be able to continue the story that Larian and Wizards of the Coast created." Press X to doubt, folks. Here's the thing, this kind of mentality, I have a feeling that they cannot replicate the success of Iron Lung, okay? Markiplier made Iron Lung, okay? He made it from a video game. Here, let me show you. This is the game, Iron Lung, an indie game. It got a film adaptation by YouTubers. So tell me something. How come Markiplier can do a better job than Greg Mazin when it comes to The Last of Us? Now, Greg Mazin says he was a devoted fan of D&D and the brilliant way that Sven Vinke and along with his gifted team adapted it. "I can't wait to help bring Baldur's Gate 3 and all of its incredible character to life with as much respect and love as we can." Press X to doubt. "I am deeply grateful to Gabe Morano and his team at Hasbro for entrusting me with this incredibly important property." Yeah, I'm gonna press X to doubt. The game features pronouns in character creation, transgender character in character creation, promoted transgenderism with bodily mutilation, surgeries, pansexual companions, numerous LGBTQ NPCs with explicit romance, polygamy, push identity politics through quests and dialogue with NPC, bestiality. Yes, it seems that Mazin is a gay propagandist. While discussing The Last of Us woke propaganda, Bella Ramsey informs Sky News, "Why wouldn't there be a gay storyline in a show like this? I'm glad that HBO are doing it. I know it was something that Craig Mazin, the show's creator, are really passionate about. Some people don't like episode 3, you know, gay stuff." No, comrade. It's not because the gay stuff. Look, it's the writing, numbnuts. You disrespect the source material. Honestly, folks, I think shout out to Markiplier, okay? At least he done it right. And not only that, do you remember Sonic the Hedgehog? Paramount. How do you think that ended up? But one of the complaints I saw was, "Oh, it's just a filler episode. It doesn't advance the story." And I was like, I think the episode advanced the story more than any other episode we have. But it's not plot, it's character. It's the letter Bill leaves behind to Joel that powers the rest of the show.
From the vehicle, dismount.
Now you see, folks. Now you see why Hollywood, they will never understand what made video game success. They will never did. I mean, how come they didn't try do it at Black Myth Wukong? That's the thing. Because they knew these Hollywood people, they only take the one that is critically acclaimed, okay? Why do you think they chose The Last of Us? The Last of Us got a Game of the Year because, don't say they deserved it, okay? Because the problem is, Neil Druckmann false copyright strike people, okay? Because when you false copyright strike people, you don't deserve that award. This is why when it comes to live action TV shows or anything, I'd rather just have the game, buy it, and not watch it. And not watch a TV show. Listen, this is why they call a video game, okay? This is not a movie. And this is what many game developers, mostly in the West, they fail to understand because they don't want to make video games. They just want to make movies. That's the problem. I mean, the only games that we ever got is either from Poland, Cyprus, what else? Eastern Europe, China, South Korea. Not just AAA, but indie. Yes, there may be some indie in the West, but the majority AAA either from Eastern Europe or the East, Asia. And it's the reason why many games, I mean, there's only a few games that managed to succeed as a live action, okay? Like for example, Sonic, I think Minecraft succeed. I don't know, folks. So far, that's the only two. What else? There's a lot of things. But again, J.R.R. Martin once said, if you want to make an adaptation, make sure it is good adaptation. Look, this is why writers like George R.R. Martin and other writers are disheartened when Hollywood tries to disrespect the source material, believing that most of those Hollywood writers can do a better job. And this is the problem. Lack of talented writers, or in this case, writers that always hated the things they write, like a video game. I bet you that those people who want to write on The Last of Us, they never play the game. Which reminds me, this TV show, or in this case, if Craig Mazin says to his cast and crew not to play Baldur's Gate, that is the eventual red flag.
Look, this will certainly make some heads turn. Let's get back to headquarters.
Nice bonfire you lit up today, comrades. That should keep us warm most of the winter.